How to Save Money on Expenses While in College. Presentation by Corey Webb. Why you should watch your expenses in college. Two important reasons: the importance of budgeting with all expenses and the skills and habits you need to adopt, especially during these times. College is a very important lesson in learning how to study properly and especially manage your finances and expenses properly as well, as college costs continue to progressively get higher, especially with the inflation that's going on. But you especially need the right financial skills going into adulthood when you eventually do get your career job or a job in your career field. You especially need to have the right financial skills and habits to work on in college in order to do better with the money that you have available, in how to properly budget it, use it in effective ways, and not waste it all as you may have been doing previously before going into college. The reason I chose to save money, I mainly made this decision starting off in high school, but before that, I was essentially like naive when it came to using my money and properly budgeting it and like watching out over it. But prior in high school and especially at the start of college, that was around the time I ramped it up in order to like properly budget my money and save on all types of expenses and making the most out of like the little I had during that time. But effectively, it has been very well for me, and it especially has helped me a lot during this college journey and road, especially with like all the preparations I need to make in my classes and how I'm not working as much as I did compared to high school. So, how I've currently been saving money in college regarding meal planning outside of college, note taking, books, and electronic use. For electronic use and note taking, most of the time I take digital notes, and that's helping me save money on buying so many notebooks and paper. For meal planning, I have no meal plans, so anything I eat on campus I paid through my own money, and that's helped me with outside of college spending because I'm budgeting in order to make sure I have enough to pay for stuff in college and outside of college. And lastly, for books, I have saved money on any extra needed books by going on Amazon and purchasing them on sale. Now, some future plans to save in more for college. Certain scholarships, you could technically use it for anything in college, but you could also ask the college to effectively give that money back in a way for you in order to use it for your own like personal life and expenses, especially regarding loans. For savings, if I have any internships in which it's paid, and you could like put most of that money in savings in order to help furthermore with your college stuff and allow you to pull any money from that savings in case your expenses does get a bit more taxing in college. And for investments, that's like regarding using like investment methods like CDs or budgets or I guess stocks, in which you could further use that input into like small amounts of money in order to gain more money back, in order to have that like stored up and effectively save more from out like your regular college costs. And it's a bigger emphasis on budgeting, basically. Now, you could implement these methods and expand more on them, especially through the way that I'm doing them. Especially if you have like more scholarship, technically paying for your like own costs and all of that. You may could still do the meal planning and all of that, and you will probably have a bigger emphasis on the money that you could like put in investments or anything really in the saving accounts, or just like waiting your money out in order to grow it in college. But the importance of this is to remember budgeting and to implement those methods on yourself in order to save more during college, and especially adopt the skills you need in order to succeed in the real world, especially when you get your career field. That's effectively the end of my smart savings presentation. But I hope that you use these skills and the topics I talked about in order to further your budgeting skills and to make sure you adapt the financial skills that you need in order to succeed in the real world and to be much more careful with your college spending.